Hello and muchas gracias for tuning into Heartwork Creations. In this episode, I will be creating this fun and creepy black Dahlia makeup look. I took inspiration from the American Horror Story episode based on her, and this is what I came up with, so keep watching to see how I put it together. So this is the look that I will be recreating and giving my own twist. I'm starting off with my eyes primed and ready, and I'm just gonna throw in a little crease color. This is from the MAC Selena collection, and it's just like a light brown shade, so I'm just gonna apply that right in my crease. This is the only shadow I will be applying in my crease. It's going to be a very simple classic eye look, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to my lower lash line as well. And then I'll be taking this pretty shimmery eyeshadow from the Poise makeup palette, and I'm just going to apply that right on my lid and right underneath my brow bone for a nice pretty shimmery highlight. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to take my blending brush and just blend everything together. Then I'm going to take my Morphe highlight brush and also apply that same shade as a highlight. For my lashes, I'm going to apply some InExtreme Dimension waterproof mascara and then pop on some Ardell 113 lashes with a couple individuals applied on top. And of course, I'm applying them on the center of my eye and then just dragging them out to the outer corner and inner corner of my eye so I get them where I want, and then just push them towards your lash line to grip them on well. For my eyeliner, I'm using my favorite duo, of course, which is the Black Track Fluidline eyeliner with my Simply Simmons spotter brush. And I'm just starting with a line from the center of my eye, dragging it out towards the ending of my eyebrow, and then connecting another line from the ending of my eye to that line, and then just filling in that negative space. And we're just going to make a small little humble wing, nothing too crazy. And then we'll do the same on the other side, getting it as even as possible. And now that the eyes are complete, I'll be moving on to the special effects portion. And for that, I'll clean off my face first so that the product grips on well. And I'll be applying some Prosaide Adhesive right onto the outer corners of my mouth. I'm just kind of lightly applying it and then dabbing it out with a sponge. And while that dries, I'll start mixing my silicone product for the scars. And I'm using the 3rd degree mold, so I'll be mixing these 2 parts, and I'll start with part A and grab a small scoop of that and mix it with an equal amount of part B. And it's important to clean your tool between mixing them so that you don't ruin your mold. And once they're both mixed together really well, I'll start applying it to the outer parts of my mouth. You want to work with this pretty quickly because it does dry fast. And so I just drag it out and then try to keep it right at the outer parts of my mouth. And then once I have the mold where I want it, I first clean off my tool and then I start to blend it into my skin. So you're just lightly kind of using the top of your spatula to blend it into your natural skin so that it looks as natural as possible. And once you have it nice and blended in and smooth, you can create the slices. So I wait till it's a little dry and thicker, and then I just start to lift it to give it that more cut effect. And this is when you can just get creative and have fun with it and just make it your own. So I just added a top cut, and then on the other side I kept it more of a slice. And then once it's pretty dry, I like to use my fingertips to just press all on it and give it more of a skin texture effect. Then I'll take some translucent powder and lightly dust it to take away some of that shine and make it look more natural. Once I'm done with that, I'll start to paint it. So I'll apply some of my liquid foundation. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. And I'm just taking a small blending brush and just dusting it all over. I'm not applying too much, just enough to blend it into my skin. Then before I move on to the blood, I'm going to apply my red lip. This is the Suavecita lip grip in Cupid's bow. So I will apply that to the side of my lip that is exposed, not all cut up. I'll just apply that all nice and evenly. And then I will move on to the blood. So I'm using these BenNye color wheels. I'm using 3 of the red shades in those. And I'm starting off with the darkest shade of red. So I'll fill that in to give it some depth. I'm using a small little lip brush to get into all those crevices. And once I'm done with the dark red shade, I'll move on to the medium shade of red and apply that right on top. And we're just building color and giving it more definition and depth. And the last shade I will be applying is this brighter red shade to give it more of that real blood look, like the surface blood. And just apply that right on top. And once I'm done coloring in the wound, I will stipple on the 2 lighter shades of red with a paintbrush and just kind of dab it around the wound to make it look a little more bloody and real and painful. And then to complete this wound, I will apply some of this Mouldlife Blood, and I'll just apply some right in the center of the wound and then let it drip a little bit, and take that same lip brush to kind of spread it all in there. You can pretty much add as much blood as you want, make it extra gory, or you can keep it subtle like I did. But yeah, have fun with it, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. This concludes the look. You can use this idea for other Halloween costumes as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be the Block Dahlia. But again, thank you for watching and tuning in to Heartwork Creations. Let me know what you thought down below. Give me some feedback, show me some love. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video. Bye.
the unsolved murder of Elizabeth Short, the Black Dahlia. It is approximately 6:45 a.m., the morning of Wednesday, January 15, 1947. In the southwest section of Los Angeles, California, the nude body of a young woman is lying face up in the weeds, a few inches from the sidewalk. Her face and forehead have been brutally slashed and beaten, the body itself horribly mutilated.